6'8", 7, Jason Lee.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Nets. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Celtics. Not really any threat right now, as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And for the Nets, Jackson is out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's the great one. Then it's Connect. And it's Larson in at the 2. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
White goes in, and the rejection by Jackson. Tatum kicks to Holiday. White against Lee. Clock at 6. Poke loose. Lee with the steal. Pass to Connect. Fires for 3. Connects from three-point range.
I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that proves he belongs in this league.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Here's Hauser. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Back to Lee. There's the 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Porzingis with a screen on Kessler. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
There's Lee with the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's Tatum. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. White, good.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Outside Tatum. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. And it's in there.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, Brooklyn, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Larson. And the Nets miss again. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Jackson against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Sinks the triple. Lee's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez.
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. So that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And the basket by Hauser.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Nets trail by 3. On the wing, Lee, guarded by Holiday. Lee kicks to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kessler setting the pick for Connect. The shot's good.
And this rookie, Connect, is special. Even when he gets roughed up, stays in control.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one drops. He ties it up. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Now here's Tatum. Back to Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Lee. Shot clock at 5. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Here's White. Good on the triple. White's got his second basket of the game.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
White, good. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Nets.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Kessler passes to Lee. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by White. Outside, Porzingis. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
On the wing, Jackson, for the 3, buries the long-range jumper.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Pass to White. A 3 from Porzingis. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jackson from long range. Offensive rebound. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Outside, White. And they get it. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And Lee with the stuff.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Pritchard. After the basket by Brooklyn. Got a piece of it. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Good. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Now we'll look at the stats for Kristaps Porzingis. On the floor for Boston, the guards are Pritchard and White. Then it's Lonnie Walker, and it's Walsh in at the 4 slot. Here's Walsh. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
Lee outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lee, a screen on Walker. Connect with a wide open look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Love the high release on Connect jump shot.
Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Walker. Pass to Pritchard. Floats it up for Walker. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Lee. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And he gets it to go. Lee's got 15 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Wide, a screen on Jackson. Here's Walsh, guarded by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Lee passes to Jackson. Launches it, and it's Connect. That time on the assist by Jackson. And that's 13 points for Dalton Connect. Outside, White. Pass to Walker to stop the run. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. And here's Walker outside. Out to White. A second chance effort. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
No good from Lee. Celtics trail by 15. And a wide open look for Walker. Knocks down the 3 ball. Walker's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And Lee with the stuff.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Cornette. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now here's White. Defense right on him. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Brooklyn, Holiday dishes to Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the 4th, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis comes in for Walker. And it's Pritchard in for White. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's Holiday. After the basket by Brooklyn. Porzingis looking it over. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. The 3 from Tatum. Tatum from 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jackson finds Lee. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Here's Cornette. A pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. That's a 2 from Lee. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 7.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And that one drops. Lee's got 28.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside Holiday. The 3 from Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Shannon. Fires away from outside. Offensive rebound. Jackson. Porzingis with the block.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Tatum. He's putting up about 20 points per game.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
They can't stop coughing up the ball. Surprised they're still in this game with how poorly they've taken care of the basketball.
Now let's take a moment. That is more than enough of us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Walker Kessler is out there with Jackson. Then there's the great one. Then it's Connect. And it's Larson in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. The Nets working the ball around now. No good from Lee. Celtics trail by 4. Puts it up from 15. Tatum's shot is off.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Jacks up a 3. And no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Lee. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
Tatum nails the 16-footer. Tatum's got 21.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from White.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game. And it doesn't take much for Connect to find his rhythm. And once he does, he is relentless in his attack.
Now here is Holiday. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And Lee with the stuff.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Tatum down low. Guarded by Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
Holiday with the block. Lee kicks to Jackson. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. Dalton Knecht is second.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
Lee against Holiday. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for White. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands. Always looking to force a mistake.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Holiday against Lee. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. A pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Lee. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 36 points for the great one. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Up top, Tatum. Back to Holiday. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lee passes to Kessler. Here's Larson. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Holiday. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Holiday's got 5.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Brooklyn.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Now here's Porzingis. 5 points in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Celtics have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games. And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Well, Holiday is a phenomenal defender. A point guard who can block your shot if you're not careful.
And the basket by Hauser.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Nets. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lee goes in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
7'2", 240 pounds. Porzingis is a nightmare matchup for defenders.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Nailed from three-point land.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Connect with it. He's picked up by White. Back to Lee. This one for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Pritchard, covered by Lee. Shot clock at 6. Hauser the pass to Tatum. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Connect. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Connect started his NBA journey at a community college, grew 3 inches while he was there, eventually transferred to a major program and turned himself into a first-round pick. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Hauser. Tatum against Jackson. To the paint. It's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Larson. Makes it off the glass. Larson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Pass to Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's White. 24 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Back to Lee. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Larson, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. On the court right now for the Celtics. We've got Walker, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Getting off the floor with ease. Tatum can beat good defense with his athleticism.
Jackson setting the pick here for Lee. Driving inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Celtics trail by 16. Doubled by Lee. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. And it goes down 2 points. Larson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Jackson against Tatum. Pass to Cornette. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Shot's good by Walker. And here is Lee. That's tipped. Here's Cornette. Pass to Tatum. Outside, Walker beyond the arc. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
3.
Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Third team foul.
That's good from Connect. Boston making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Walker. Celtics trail by 15. Outside, Porzingis. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
As we see Connect expand his game, Dalton will get more active as a passer.
Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Outside, White. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Larson. Pass to Lee. Porzingis with the block.
And just that.
And another one.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out.
His play this season has moved him past Kobe. Yes, Kobe being Bryant for most 50-point games in the season. I can still remember that incredible 2007 year for Kobe, and that has been bested.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Lee. Pass to Hauser from outside the arc, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Hauser. No good on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lee, and the rejection by Tatum. Shot's good by Lee.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. A 3-ball. Tatum no good. Brooklyn leading by 12. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. That shot wide open.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And the rejection by Tatum.
And there's Tatum's length showing up at the defensive end. What a play.
Now Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Pritchard, covered by Lee. To the inside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Pass to Lee. Into the lane. Yet another bucket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Pritchard passes to White. Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Hauser from downtown. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's what Porzingis has to do. Use his size and length on the offensive glass.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And now, David Aldridge has an update for us on Drew Holiday. What's the news, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Celtics provided some information to us. He told me that it's bad news and that his finger is broken. This was a team that was struggling a bit, so losing him hurts extra. But they have to cope with the loss. Back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact. Game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Kessler with the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point and doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
Porzingis can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Brooklyn.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Great One.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Holiday, the pass to Hauser. Now here's White. Off target from outside.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Lee, that's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really
put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that